Hi there, and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. My name's Tiffany Young.
And I'm Ben Friedman. And today on the show, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new, it was just released like last week, camera from Nikon. Is right here. This is the Nikon D90. And you know, they started with like the D70, and then they came out with like the D80, and then now they have the D90.
I just want to know what happened to 91, 90, or 71, 72,
They don't do
73.
that. It's like it goes up by tens.
Yeah. I don't,
you know,
it's funny marketing, isn't it?
And I don't know what it means. Well, you know what? It is very weird marketing because the big brother of this is the D300. Mm-hmm. The next one up from that is the D700. But then the next one up from that is the D3.
How do you remember all that? Isn't that kind of scary? It's really scary to remember all that.
It is. But why does it go like the 10 series to the 100 series to then the 3? Why not have the big one be the 3000?
Right.
So you go tens, hundreds, thousands. Wouldn't that make sense?
It would make sense. I don't know. There must be something to it.
Marketing department here.
The more 10, I guess it means more money. I don't know.
So this is their brand new, and it actually shares with the D300 the same sensor and the same big screen. Nice, big, pretty screen. Let me turn this on here, and I will show you what the screen looks like. Can you guys see that?
Oh, very similar to, what's the one? The one that I have is 2 generations behind this one, correct?
Well, the one you have is Canon.
Canon.
The Canon Rebel XTI, I think it has.
But in the same family.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different brand, but it's a digital SLR. It's not a snapshot camera. And a lot of people, a lot of beginners, one problem they've had that they've corrected now with this model is that most people, when they have the little snapshot camera, they're used to just holding it here and looking at the screen, right? Right. Digital SLRs, up until now, typically you have to put your face up to the eye and look through here.
Which is mine.
On the screen. Yours, you can't see on the screen. With this new generation, they have a thing called Live View, and if I hit this Live View button, you hear the mirror gets flipped up. Yeah, it might help if I took the lens cap off too.
Do you think that's quite a bit more draining on the battery?
That's a very good question. It is totally draining on the battery, and it also gets hot. So it uses a lot more circuitry. So if you have this on the whole time, you'll find the camera warms up. And Nikon says, can you guys see the live view here? Which
is not good for Arizona, mind you.
Yeah, here's me talking. Look, you see it. Here's Tiffany.
Hello, hello.
See that? I can't find her. There she is. It also warms up, and when the camera warms up, it tends to affect the picture quality. The colors can subtly shift. Not a big deal for a beginner, but again, someone doing professional photography, that could be a problem. Then again, someone doing professional photography probably won't be using these features because most of the pros like to look through the...
I wouldn't, right, and I haven't seen very many professionals, using the, maybe because they're so used to not having it as far as availability.
That's right, they usually look through the viewfinder because they find out.
It's kind of almost a habit.
Does take nice pictures, may I?
Sure.
I'm going to put this on, I'm just going to put it on
Thanks
auto
for asking.
Yeah, and I'll come back here and zoom in.
Jeez,
Sorry?
That is a big lens. Oh my gosh.
Here's a big lens. Look, look.
Wow. Even the end of it, though. I mean,
It's a big, and this is the stock lens that it comes with. You can buy it with no lens if you want to, but it comes with this lens.
The stock.
Yeah. Let me zoom in here.
Jeez. Yay.
There's a picture of you, and here it comes up. A nice big screen, don't you think?
That is a nice screen.
And it's gone. Hold on. And I'm going to put this up. We'll put this up in big format on there as well so people can see it.
That's funny.
Now, one other really cool thing about this camera, you notice how on this lens, I don't know if you noticed that the background is kind of blurry. And that's one nice thing about a big lens camera with a big sensor is you can get that beautiful blurry background shot. Video, if you're taking videos with film, like on a regular Hollywood film camera, you can also get that nice blurry background shot. But most small video cameras can't get that depth of field because the sensor is too small. This is the first digital SLR that takes video.
Very cool.
Yes, and it takes video in a 720p high definition format. So what I'm going to do now is turn this on. I'm going to take a little video of you, okay?
Okay.
Same sort of thing. I'm going to zoom in and focus. Now, the autofocus doesn't work once the video is playing. So
it's manual, auto.
Yeah,
right?
So what you want to do, and I'm going to do this right now. Hold on. Yeah, I'm focused on you now. So I'm going to start taking, okay. Now, here we are. Now, take a look. Talk to me, Tiff.
Oh, hi, Ben. How you doing today?
And if you guys notice that the background is really nicely blurred out here, and you're nice and crisp and sharp. Yeah, let me see that coffee cup. So here we are. Oh, the coffee cup's out of focus. It's too close. I'm focused on you.
Okay.
There we go. But see, the background is all nice and blurry. So it's a really nice, high-quality video, and it has that nice depth of field.
So would you say that this would replace then your video camera as well as your standard camera pretty much in one? I mean, with the video being high quality, and I know I guess not zooming would not really be helpful.
Well, you can zoom. I can zoom out.
You can zoom.
You can zoom, but you can't, and you can focus manually, but you can't autofocus while the video's going.
Okay, I got you.
So I have to focus this manually.
So, and price, how much is the pricing on this?
This is, with this lens, $1,300.
$1,300.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Let me go back to a regular video here.
So, okay, so the one I bought, which is a Canon, an SLR, which I love that camera, I really do. I think I paid $800 for it maybe a year and a half ago. Probably pick it up for some more in the
With a
neighborhood.
lens, right?
With a lens, correct. A 6-ish, maybe 550, 6-ish, 620. I really don't, I mean, and I'm not a professional photographer, obviously. Can you tell, by the way, you know, all the questions I'm asking you, but I don't see the point of spending that much more money unless you're really into photography. I mean,
what, $1,300?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. There are beginner cameras, and this is sort of marketed as a beginner-y level camera. I mean, they've got the D300 is like closer to $2,000, and the D3 is closer to $4,000.
So for professionals, and the video is kind of a neat thing, but it's kind of people that I've met anyway, they're professional in photography, really don't do video. You know what I mean? It's a very exclusive item that you buy specifically for your business that you're in.
That's true.
So I don't know, just dollar-wise, I think it's a great idea. I'm not sure if it's worth $1,300. This viewfinder, if it drains the battery, it's probably not worth it yet. Now, if this was $600 or $700, definitely.
Right, and
which it'll probably be eventually.
It'll come down.
Yeah.
Right? But right now, I mean, it's brand new, so it's just come out. But it isn't. And they do have one that's even a level lower than this, which I think is the D40 or something like that, and it has a few less features. But you're right. This one is kind of in a weird space. It's a little too expensive for a total beginner, but it's a little. But if you're a professional, you'd probably be going up to the D300, which has more flexibility.
Right.
And you might not need some of the features like the live view.
Does this have the 5 different exposures that mine has 3, and meaning it'll take
bracketing?
Bracketing, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This will only do 3.
Special word. How many?
3.
It only does 3?
It only does 3 on bracketing. So it's something we use for high dynamic range photography is we bracket our photos, and this one will only do 3, whereas the D300 will do 7 or 9 even.
I don't know if you've ever tried that, but the most amazing photos, you should look into bracketing if you, especially
high dynamic range, HDR photography.
Like still, not for people, but for still objects. It's really neat. Anyway, so.
You know, I give this a 4 out of 5. I think that it's got a lot of good features. It doesn't have a couple of those high-end features that even on a camera of this amount, I think, like the bracketing, I think it should have. You know, so, and it is a bit pricey. $1,300 is seems like quite a bit for an entry-level sort of camera in not quite the entry level, but close to it.
Right.
So, but other than that, it takes a beautiful picture. It's got the same sensor as the higher level one. You can buy different lenses for it if you want. So that's 4 out of 5 for me.
And I'm just not convinced that it's going to take a better picture than the one I paid $800 for.
Well, a beginner may not notice. You're right.
Right. And unless I'm going to blow it up to a huge poster, you know, it's just, anyway, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5, just because I just wouldn't buy it at this point, unless I was really into photography, and I probably would move up if I was. So 3 out of 5 for me.
That's 3 out of 5, Tiffany. 4 out of 5 for me for the new Nikon D90 SLR camera. Takes pictures, takes video, high def, and
cool concept.
Cool concept.
It's too expensive.
Neat camera, a little pricey, but it'll come down, like you say.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back after this. So please stay tuned. Are you still lighting your videos the old-fashioned way? Heavy, fragile lighting fixtures, hot lights that make your talent sweat, gels and filters to match your colors?
Time to take a look at the Xylite LED lighting system, the future of lighting today. Small, compact, and durable LED lights with high wattage output. Cool LED technology won't overheat your talent.
And multicolor presets let you instantly choose from daylight, tungsten, or custom colored illumination, fully dimmable at the touch of a button.
And each Xylite comes with wireless networking built in for easy remote control.
For more information, visit Xylite today at www.xylite.com. And we're back, and in the second product spotlight section today, we're going to be talking about this tiny little guy, which this will make you happy, Tiffany, is far less expensive than the the Nikon camera we just reviewed. So
right.
That was $1,300. This is $20.
$20, not bad. Not bad.
This is
looking good.
The Griffin PowerJolt, and it's actually the PowerJolt SE. There's two models of this. There's the PowerJolt and the PowerJolt SE. And what this is basically just a car charger for your iPhone. Now, what makes this special is, I know, oh, by the way, you've got your iPhone now. You've had it, you were just getting it in the last episode.
I love my iPhone. I'm so happy.
Finally, a phone she's happy with, her iPhone.
Can you believe it? It's I just went through all the painful other phones, and even the service isn't, you know, it's still pretty darn good for what the phone does.
So, the old iPhone, I used to have an old one before I had the new one, and I have a thing in my car that lets you plug your iPod in, or iPhone in, as do you. Right. It used to charge my iPhone.
Charge.
Now it doesn't.
No.
And you have a fairly new car. You have this year's model BMW, and it's got the iPhone kit, right? Right.
It's got everything's pre-wired, built in, and what's really frustrating because I just got that car not too long ago. Now it still plays through the stereo and all that good stuff.
It plays, but does it charge?
It does not charge.
So you're sitting there and you're driving around all day, and you know, boom, you're running out of battery.
You have to buy a separate charger for the 3G.
I have the Apple Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, Hi-Fi, the speakers. By Apple, made by Apple speakers. I put this thing in there, it's playing back music. A few hours later, brr, done. Nothing. It will not charge. So, and I also had a couple of these that wouldn't charge. So the great thing about the PowerJolt is if you're looking for a way to charge that will work with not only every iPod, but also with the new iPhone, this works with the new iPhone.
Perfect.
Two different models. One's a little pricier. This is the absolute dirt cheapest one. And what makes this cheap is you'll notice it's a non-removable cord. So it's only ever going to charge your iPhone or iPod. The other one, the non-SE model, has a USB plug here, and it'll charge anything USB.
Right.
So it will charge your iPhone, but it'll also charge if you have a Razr or if you have a USB camera or something else that will charge with USB. That'll work with USB.
What's the price difference between this one and the one with the USB? Do you know?
This is 19 and that was 29.
Oh, so $10.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
And this is cool. What I also like about this is now, where's the cigarette lighter on your car? Because on mine it's backwards. It's in the armrest, and if you have one of these that has the too long here, it covers one of the cup holders, which is vital. It's vital to have that cup holder, right?
For your 5 cups of coffee.
Where are you going to put your beer? I didn't say that. Coffee. So what I kind of like about this as well is you see how short it is, and then it turns the 90 degree corner.
This is the style is great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing worse than having a big old clunking hunk of stuff stuck in your cigarette lighter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's just not, it's an eyesore. Fantastic product.
Are you even allowed to call it a cigarette lighter anymore?
I was just going to say that.
Or something?
I mean, really, who uses those anymore?
That's right.
Really, to charge stuff. That's good. So didn't you hear that they were going to make some sort of adapter that's going to...
I've heard that. There's going to be an adapter that you can plug in that will allow your new iPhone to work on older equipment. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe they're going to send it to us or whatever, but I haven't seen it yet.
So in the meantime, fantastic idea. And it's a lot less expensive than Apple's.
That's true. The Apple one is quite a bit more expensive.
So 5 out of 5 for me for Griffin.
And 5 out of 5 for me. Does what it says and says what it does.
Perfect.
You know, it's 5 out of 5 for me, 5 out of 5 Tiff. That's 10 out of 10 for the Griffin PowerJolt SE 1995.
Good job, Griffin.
Yeah, and that's all the time we have for today. But if you have an extra minute, leave us a comment on the website, www.neo-fight.tv. By the way, one thing I want to mention really quickly is we're going to be changing hosting providers shortly, and we'll end up probably having just the Flash and the MP4 version of the video, the iPod version of the video left on there. And I haven't mentioned this to you, but I wanted to mention it so people knew it was coming.
You know what I thought you were going to say? Yeah. We're changing hosts.
Changing hosts. No, hosting
providers.
Hosting
now's a great time to tell me, Ben.
Yeah. No. This is Tiffany's last episode, by the way. Security.
By the way, yeah.
Security. No, hosting services, the people that host our files are going to be changing soon. So I apologize if there's any downtime. It's still 3 or 4 weeks away.
What have I done?
And if you have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this. That's funny. This is Tiffany's last show.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to know as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, geek tips and tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.